What's poppin', peeps? It's your boy for CancerMoonsTarot, and I'm coming at y'all with a daily reading. The first thing I see is the first thing I read. Let's get it poppin', baby, and let's see what we got going on for all 12 of my motherfucking zodiac signs in love. Hopefully y'all doing fantastic. If so, let me know down in the comments down below. Links in the description box down below for my Instagram, Twitter, or TikTok. If y'all want to drop a follow, I would greatly appreciate that. Shout out to the notification gang. I would love to see my notification gang pull on through. As always, the first sign I see is the first sign I read, and the first sign we have in store here today is going to be Libra. So let's go ahead and get it started. But happy Wednesday, everybody. Happy hump day. Hope you're doing well. And let's see what we got going on. What do we got going on here for Libra? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. Hey, everybody. How's it going? Hey, Zia. How are you? What messages do we got showing up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Libra? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Team Libra, we're going to get this last and final shuffle, and we'll see what we got going on, baby. Hopefully all is well. What do we got showing up here for the Libra gang? Libra, overall energy for you is going to be here the Seven of Swords. Interesting. Taking a look here into your current energy, we do have here the King of Cups in reverse. Taking a look at what it is you're dealing with, we do have here the Nine of Cups, and then looking at the outcome here for you is going to be the Hierophant in the reverse position. So let's see what's in store here for you. Libra, coming on into your next 24 hours, Seven of Swords here all the way to the King of Cups in reverse. Kind of feels to me like starting out here for you, you're in a bit of a space where you're not feeling all that connected emotionally. I kind of feel like you could be in a bit of a place of self-deception. Like you could be in a bit of a down kind of energy, and you can kind of be kicking your own self while you're down. So I do feel like that might be coming up here for a few of you. Of course, if it don't resonate, it don't resonate, but I kind of feel like you're in a space where you're kicking yourself while you're down. I mean, taking a look at what it is you're dealing with here, you're dealing with the Nine of Cups. So Nine of Cups tells me you have a lot of good things going for you, but when there is good things going for you, it's kind of like you're second guessing it, or you're second guessing yourself. So I would definitely say, at the end of the day, I tell people this all the time, if you feel like something's too good to be true, by getting in that energy, you're blocking your blessings. And that's the last thing that anybody wants to do when we have genuinely good things happening and occurring in our lives. So Libra, I feel like for some of you, you're kicking yourself down, even though something good is actually happening or manifesting here. So looking at the outcome, we do have here the Hierophant reversed. Hierophant reversed here is like you're kind of choosing to cling onto the negative rather than cling onto the positive of what's actually happening. So this is usually a response to events that occurred in the past. Maybe something had happened in the past, Libra, where you had something great happen, you had something great occur, and then at the end of the day, maybe that great thing turned out not to be so great, or maybe you lost or missed out on whatever this great thing was, and unfortunately it kind of primed your mind over time of that happening to make you feel like, well, maybe I shouldn't get too excited, or maybe I shouldn't get my hopes up about the good stuff that's happening in my life. So it definitely feels to me like it has to do with past experiences, and it's kind of like a mechanism now where if good things are happening, you kind of second guess yourself and you use it as a form of protection. So at the end of the day, been there before many times in my life, but I had to learn to accept the blessings that the universe gave me, because if you can't accept the blessings that are right in front of you, you're never going to be able to enjoy the blessings that are granted to you. So remember that, Libra. If you push away your blessings and you're like, they're too good to be true, or I'm going to second guess if this is really working out for me, if you constantly do that, you're going to block what the universe gave you. You're going to block what you manifested. You're going to block your blessings. You know, how are you ever going to expect to enjoy them if you're basically saying, hey, they aren't real, or this is something that I don't want to get my hopes up about? The more we keep pushing it away, how we're going to get to enjoy them, you know? All right, Team Libra, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we started out here with this first sign for today being Libra. We just started, by the way, everybody. So Libra was the first zodiac that came on through today. So we're going to do air. We'll do air, earth, water, fire. So we'll get into that in just a sec. I did just want to mention everybody quickly. I am probably going to take things a little bit, I don't know. This reading today is probably going to be a little bit slower than naturally. When I do daily readings in general, just want to mention that because I have been up since 6 in the morning. So I'm not going to lie to you guys. My energy is not 100% there today. So if I'm going a little bit slower than usual, or if I have to take more time when doing these readings, just bear with me, hang on in there with me. So that's why if I look tired, that's why I've been up since 6 in the morning. It was an early shift for my girlfriend today, so I had to make sure that I got her to work safely and everything like that. But we've been up early. So with that being said, just bear with me and I'd appreciate it, okay? So we started out here with the air. Let's go ahead and jump on in. How did we do? We did what? Air, earth, water, fire. Yep, jumping on into our earth sign. Let's have a look here at the Virgo. Let's see what's going on, baby. What do we got showing up here for Virgo? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. What information do we got showing up here, please, for the zodiac signs of Virgo? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Team Virgo, we're going to get this last and final shuffle, and we'll see what we got going on. Hopefully all is well. Overall energy here for you is going to be the High Priestess. So High Priestess coming into play here. You could be connecting with a Pisces for some of you. Looking at your current energy, we do have here the Moon card, taking a look at what you're dealing with. We have here the Nine of Cups, and then looking at the outcome here for you, Virgo, is going to be the Five of Wands. Interesting. So Virgo, you definitely got a lot of Pisces energy showing up here for you. So you could be connecting with a Piscean potentially, but High Priestess here, Moon here, it kind of gives me the vibe here for you that you're in a space right now where you're pretty much coming to the realization of something that you've been feeling. If you couldn't quite place your finger on what you were feeling before, you're starting to get your feelings figured out. I think that that's what it looks like, and that's probably what makes the most sense. It's like you're figuring out what you're feeling here. I mean, looking at what you're dealing with the Nine of Cups, but when you look at the outcome's drastically different. So I definitely think you're in a place where you can acknowledge that you're happy, you can acknowledge that you're doing well, but if you've been noticing that there's this weird feeling you've been having in reference to your happiness, I think some Virgos are starting to recognize, well, I might be able to be happy for myself, but maybe there's other people around me who are not particularly happy for me. And you can feel that energy, you know, especially with the High Priestess coming into play here, being such a very intuitive card. I feel like for many Virgos, you've been wondering to yourself, like, even though I'm doing good or I'm enjoying my life and I'm happy with my life or I'm in a good place, I can feel like this weird energy surrounding my happiness, something that almost wants to drag it down. And with that being said, by intuitively picking up on this, you can tell it's people in your environment. Looking at the outcome here for you, we do have here the Five of Wands. So it's life. Unfortunately, it happens. You know, it doesn't even matter who it is. It can even be the people closest to you, but sometimes people just can't be happy that you're happy. And despite who those people are, I say to those people, if somebody can't be happy for me being happy, then those are people that don't really deserve me. I think that if you can be happy for others, you're living your best life and you're the greatest kind of person. But if others can't be happy for you, then that's an entirely different story. Is that a person who's really worthy and deserving of your time? So Virgos, I see that moving into your next 24 hours. If you've been noticing that you've been feeling kind of like a weird energy on you, or people kind of low-key hating, or you've been feeling people's weird jealousy, and you've just been out here trying to live your best life, I think you're going to come to the conclusion of who these people are, and then you're going to realize, yeah, more than likely I don't want to associate with them, because if I can be happy for everybody else, that's fantastic. But if you can't be happy for me, then you're probably not the best energy to associate with. So I think you're going to figure out people in your life who may be jealous at this time, kind of in a little bit of a hater position, or individuals here who are just not bringing in good vibes and appreciating the happiness that you have. And once you see that, you're going to probably detach from those people here. Okay. So I feel like you're going to become aware of those individuals here moving into the next 24 hours. All right. All right, Team Virgo, let's keep it popping, pushing and moving forward. So we did our air. We also did our earth sign, jumping on into the water. Let's go ahead and have a look here at the Cancer gang. What's going on, baby? Messages here for Team Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. What information do we got showing up here, please? For the zodiac sign of Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Team Cancerion, we're going to get this last and final shuffle, and we'll see what's up, baby. Hopefully all is well. Cancer, overall energy here for you is going to be the 10 of Wands in reverse. So you could be connecting here possibly with a fire sign for a few of you. Having a look at your current energy, we have here the Lovers in reverse. Taking a look at what you're dealing with, we do have here the Justice card. And then looking at the outcome here for you is going to be the 5 of Cups. So Cancer, let's see what's in store here for you. Well, excuse me. With the 10 of Wands reversed here to the Lovers in reverse, by the way, you could be dealing with a Gemini or possibly a Libra, but 10 of Wands reversed here, Lovers in reversed. I feel like for many Cancers, you're probably in a position in the next 24 hours where you're just letting go of something that you're just not that connected to anymore. I feel like it's about cutting off the dead weight. Why would I keep on being invested in something that I'm not really connected with? It kind of seems a little pointless, right? So I feel like Cancer, I'm hearing cutting out the dead weight. That seems to be the specific message coming into play here for you. Taking a look at what you're dealing with the Justice. So the Justice card is making sure you're looking out for yourself, making sure you're doing right by you. So Cancer, let's say you've been taking on a bunch of stuff for people that has nothing to really do with you. Let's say you've been in a period of time where you've been taking care of X, Y, and Z when it's other people's responsibility. I feel like you've just been taking on a lot on your plate that hasn't really had anything to do with you. And you're kind of like, all right, it's time to cut out the dead weight. It's time to remove myself from the things that I'm not really interested in. And it's time to stop letting people outside of myself consume way too much of my time and way too much of my energy. It's like, why am I so invested right now in other people and other things, even if they're things that I don't really feel connected to or care about? Like, I should consider what I want and what I want to do and what I want to be invested in going forward. The thing about Cancers is Cancers are big givers. So naturally, even if we don't want to do something, we'll give in because we want to make somebody else happy. But we have to remember that by doing that, you're also putting yourself in a position to where you can get taken advantage of, and you're putting yourself in a position to where you're making yourself unhappy for the smile of another person. And that's not necessarily the best way to go about it either, right? So, give you a quick example. Let's say Cancer, somebody says, hey, you want to hang out and go to the mall today? You have no intention of leaving your bed, Cancer. You're like, fuck that. I don't want to go to the mall at all. But since they asked, and since it'll make them happy, let me get myself out of bed and go to the mall. Did you want to do that? No. But why did you do it? You did it to make somebody else happy. And that's just a very basic example of what I'm talking about here in this reading. So I feel like many of you are deciding, I need to cut that out, I need to really cut that out right now at this time and make sure that whatever I'm giving my energy to is what I want to give my energy to, because otherwise, if I don't, it's going to lead to disappointment, You're going to find yourself often disappointed, Cancer, when you make the investments you never wanted to, but you did it just to make somebody else happy instead of realizing that it's important to make yourself happy too. All right, so Cancer, moving into your next 24 hours, that seems to be the case here, putting yourself in your own perspective of what you should do that's going to make you happy. And at the end of the day, there's nothing wrong with doing a situation that works out that makes you happy and other people happy, So don't sacrifice, Cancer, your own happiness for others all the time. It's going to lead you down a path of disappointment, and that's not where you want to go. Take it from a Cancer who used to do that 24/7. I used to do that so much in my life, and it made me so miserable. It made me so unhappy. And then I realized, fuck, I got to consider myself. And once I did, my life genuinely did change, okay? So Cancer, that's what I got here for you. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we finished up here so far. We did the water, we did the fire, we did the earth sign, we didn't do the fire yet. We did the air, we did the water, and we did the earth. Jumping on into the fire, let's have a look here at Leo. All right, what do we got going on here for Team Leo, baby? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information do we got showing up here, please, for the zodiac signs of Leo? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Team Leo, we're going to get this last and final shuffle, and we'll see what we got going on, baby. Hopefully all is well. Leo, overall energy here for you is going to be the Knight of Pentacles. Taking a look here at your current energy, we do have here the Chariot in reverse, looking at what you're dealing with. We have here the Page of Swords, and then looking at the outcome here for you, Leo, is going to be the Two of Pentacles in the reverse position. So, looking into your next 24 hours, we start with the Knight of Pentacles, we move into the Chariot in reverse. So, slowly but surely, it looks like you're getting back into something. I think that's what it kind of comes down to. It doesn't have to be anything crazy, though. Maybe, Leo, you're getting back into a hobby of yours. So maybe slowly but surely, you haven't played the guitar in months or years, but you're getting back into it, right? I kind of feel this energy of like reconnecting with something that was very powerful at a certain point in time in your life. There was you're reconnecting with something that was very therapeutic for you at one point in time in your life, whether that was playing guitar, whether it was being around certain people. You might find yourself reconnecting with old friends that you used to have a really great relationship to. You can find yourself reconnecting with a hobby, like I mentioned, reconnecting with a certain way of expressing yourself. Maybe you're a Leo who's getting back into writing because writing used to be a great way for you to express yourself. I feel like in the next 24 hours, you're getting back in touch with something that was pretty therapeutic, or something that definitely was a really positive thing for you to do in your life. You can even be getting back into a certain routine that really used to work well for you. So I see that being the vibe here for some of you. Having a look at what you're dealing with. You're dealing with the Page of Swords. Page of Swords here is a card that can represent one or two things. It could represent the energy of being in a place where you feel hesitant to do something, or the Page of Swords here could also be a card that represents that you're on the outside looking in. So you might feel a little left out right now in your life. And maybe you feel that by getting back in touch with your roots, or getting back in touch with something that's therapeutic or brings comfort and can help release negative energy, is pretty much your best bet right now to make yourself feel better. So if you're feeling on the outs right now with people, if you're feeling a little bit alone, really reconnecting with something that brought comfort, that brought a therapeutic vibe, is going to be really wonderful here for you in the next 24 hours. You know, looking at the outcome here being the Two of Pentacles reversed. Two of Pentacles reversed here says that not everything that we left in our past is meant to stay in the past forever. So whether or not we left a hobby behind, whether or not we left behind a certain routine, whether or not we left behind certain people that we used to hang around with and enjoy spending time with, just because we temporarily left that in the past doesn't mean that it's going to be that way forever. Sometimes it's nice to come back to things that really made an impact in our lives, especially things that made an impact in our lives that helped us mentally, right? Get into a better place mentally. So I feel for Leos, if you've just been feeling a little bit lonely lately, or if you've just been feeling like you've been going through a lot alone, really getting back into some sort of routine, hobby, or just something that's therapeutic, jumping back into something you used to in the past that was really good for you and that worked for you and that helped out mentally, is going to be something that's really going to help out here. Okay? All right, Team Leo, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. By the way, Stacy, thank you so much for becoming a member. Appreciate that so much, and welcome on in. So we finished up our first batch of zodiac signs for today. Jumping on back into our air signs, let's go ahead and have a look here at the Aquarius. What do we got going on here for Team Aqua, baby? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information do we got showing up here, please? For the zodiac sign of Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Team Aquarius, let's get this last shuffle and we'll see what's up, baby. Hopefully all is well. Aqua, overall energy for you is going to be the 10 of Pentacles. So 10 of Pentacles coming in here for you. You could be connecting, or sorry, 10 of Cups, not 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Cups coming in here for you. You could be dealing with a water sign like a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. Having a look at your current energy, we do have here the Queen of Cups in reverse. Taking a look at what you're dealing with, we have here the Two of Wands. And then looking at your outcome, Aquarius, we have the Seven of Cups in the reverse position. So let's take a look here for you. Aquarius, 10 of Cups here to the Queen of Cups in reverse. Kind of feels to me for you that there is something that is very emotionally fulfilling. There is something that makes you very happy in your life, but I don't feel like you're open to it. I don't feel like you're open to it at this time. Queen of Cups in reverse can usually represent an energy of choosing to detach from something emotionally. So I feel like you have a good thing in front of you, but it's like, I don't want to connect with it, or I don't want to invest into it. And looking at what you're dealing with here, you're dealing with the Two of Wands. So the Two of Wands can represent indecision, indecisiveness. It could represent knowing that you want something, but at the same time still going in a completely different direction. And that's what it looks like here overall. So Aquarius, you know there's something good in your life. You know there's something that fulfills you. It's right in front of you, but you're choosing to kind of go in the opposite direction of whatever this thing is. And it could probably be out of fear. It's probably that energy of like, well, even though this great thing's in front of me, you know, how long am I going to have it? How long is this good thing going to last? And I don't want to put myself into a position to where I care so much about something that when I do lose it one day, or if I lose it one day, it's going to be so painful. So it's pretty much a matter of protection, which is what I feel like many of you guys are involved in right now. It's like you're trying to protect yourself or save yourself from some sort of heartbreak, or save yourself from some sort of pain if this great thing ever ends. You know, maybe it's a relationship. Maybe you're avoiding a relationship because you don't want to have too much feelings for this person, or you don't want to care so hard or so heavily for them, because if you do, you know that if you ever break up one day, it's going to be so fucking hard to get over it. It's going to be so hard to move on from it, right? So it's pretty much whether you're dealing with love or you're dealing with anything else in life, you don't want to get too caught up and you don't want to care too much about something, because if you do, then that makes you vulnerable and it makes you susceptible to getting hurt or possibly having your heart broken in the future. Now, I get it. I think it's a valid point. I think a lot of people will think this way. I think a lot of people do this often. We push away what we love and what's great in our lives because it's a form of self-preservation. But what happens is we fuck ourselves in the process. You know, looking at the outcome here for you, Aquarius, Seven of Cups reversed. Seven of Cups reversed here represents what you're going to do here is you're going to end up alone. And to be completely honest, that's the truth of the situation, right? If you keep pushing away all the wonderful things that are right in front of you, inevitably, you're going to push away everything to the point where it ends up just being you, yourself, and you. You're going to be alone. And it's the harsh truth. It's the harsh reality. And it's not something that you're going to end up loving at the end of the day. And I learned this the hard way, personally. You know, a lot of the things I talk about in these tarot readings that I see for so many people is a lot of things that I've personally experienced myself. And I've been in points and times in my life where I've pushed everybody away to the point where I had no one. And it sucked and it hurt. And I instantly regretted the choices of what I had. I was like, I should have just enjoyed what I had in front of me. You know, we often worry about the future. Is the future going to last? Is this relationship going to last? Is this friendship going to last? Is this great job or career opportunity going to last? And the more we keep worrying about our future, the more anxious we get. If you've ever heard that old saying, when you're constantly thinking of the future, you have anxiety. And when you're constantly living in the past, you're depressed. There's a reason they call it the present moment, because it's a gift. So when you're constantly worried about your future, you're anxious to know the outcome. If we live our lives constantly focused on the outcome, if we live our lives constantly focused on where our future is going to go, all that's going to end up happening is we're going to live a life of fear and worry. What is this going to go to? Where is this going to end? If we start to live our lives in the present, we get to enjoy the things that are right in front of us that we love and that we care about. And we don't have to worry so much. We won't be so anxious because we're present, we're here, we're focused, and we're enjoying what's right in front of us. So if you're an Aquarius, I definitely urge you to take a step back and tap into the present moment and just let yourself love and invest and be around whatever amazing thing it is that you have right now in your life. Depending on where it goes, who cares where it goes? As long as it's great right now, that's all where your focus should be. All right, Aquarius, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we did our air sign. We're going to go ahead now and jump on in to the earth sign. So let's see what we got going on here for the lovely and amazing Capricorn. What's going on, baby? Messages here for the Cappy. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. In the next 24 hours, what information do we got showing up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Capricorn? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Team Capricorn, we're going to go ahead and get ourselves one last and final shuffle, and we'll see what we got, baby. Hopefully all is well. Cappy, overall energy here for you is going to be the Hermit in reverse. So you might be dealing with a Virgo for some of you. Having a look at your current energy, we got the Ace of Wands. Looking at what you're dealing with, we have the Hangman in reverse. And then looking at the outcome for you, Capricorn, we have here the High Priestess in the reverse position. So Capricorn, coming into your next 24 hours, Hermit reversed, Ace of Wands upright. I kind of get the vibe here for you that you're interested in returning to some sort of idea, some sort of new beginning. It's like the passion for something's coming back up again. You might have lost passion for something. Maybe you had an idea in the past and then you lost passion for that idea, and now suddenly you're into that idea again. Maybe you thought about a business, you didn't pursue it, you kind of got bored of that business, and then now suddenly you're reinvested into maybe wanting to give that business a second shot. You know, I kind of feel this vibe of like, I don't know, you're reconnecting with something and you kind of want to see where it could go. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean love. It's probably not love for the majority of you. It's probably not like reconnecting with a partner and having a reconciliation. I feel like for most of you, it's like a certain new beginning you wanted to have in your life. You considered it in the past. You didn't take that opportunity. You got bored of it. But then now you're starting to realize maybe this is something I want to do. So it could be anything. It could be about where you want to live. Maybe in the past you thought about moving somewhere. Then you said, screw that. And then now you're like, maybe I should move there. In the past, you wanted to start a business, then you weren't sure of it, but now you're like, I kind of want to start that business again. So I see something becoming of interest to you again is definitely what it looks like here to me. Now, the only difference is taking a look at what you're dealing with here, Hangman reversed, you're no longer standing in the way of actually making it happen. I feel like the biggest reason, Capricorn, whatever this new beginning is, never manifested or happened in the past is because chances are you stood in the way of yourself. What do I mean by this? Maybe you gave yourself a whole bunch of, or maybe you thought a whole bunch of things, and those overthinking thoughts and those overthought energies might have kind of prevented you from getting started to do what you want to do. Maybe you let other people stand in the way and let their opinion become the center of attention. Maybe you let other people's opinions get in the way of what you wanted to do previously. But there's something different about this time. It's like I'm letting go of any blockages from this clear-cut path that I'm wanting to create in my life now going forward. So there's literally no blockages, nobody's standing in front of you, and you're not standing in front of yourself. Looking at the outcome here being the High Priestess reversed. High Priestess reversed here in this instance tells me that you're in a space where you're not wanting to withdraw or hold back. You're interested right now in going forward. So you don't want to leave this idea in the dark again, because the High Priestess could talk about leaving things in the dark. Instead, you really want to bring this idea or this new beginning to light and completely make it happen. So Capricorn, pretty interesting reading for your next 24 hours. I don't know what it is. I've been feeling like for the collective, I've been seeing a lot of people becoming reminiscent, in the sense of like people are going back to what they wanted to originally do. So people are getting back into that mindset where they're taking a trip down memory lane. They're seeing some of the things they wanted to do or that they wanted to accomplish, and then now they're going back to it and making it happen. I don't know. I feel like a lot of people are just really reminiscent here, for sure. So take it how it resonates, of course. Leave it if it doesn't, but you're getting back into something here, Cappy, that you wanted to do previously, and nothing's standing in the way now. Cool. I like it. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we did the earth sign. We're now jumping on into the water, and we're going to take a look here at the Scorpio gang. What do we got going on, baby? Message is here for Team Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information do we got showing up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Scorpio? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. So let's go ahead and take a look here for you. By the way, I want to wish you all a very happy birthday and happy Scorpio season. Hope it's been treating you well. Let's go ahead and take a look. What do we got going on here for the Scorpio? Scorpio, overall energy here for you is going to be the 7 of Wands. You could be connecting here possibly with a fire sign like an Aries, Sag, or Leo. Having a look at your current energy, we do have here the 8 of Pentacles in reverse. Taking a look at what you're dealing with, we got here the King of Swords. And then looking at the outcome here for you, we do have here the Devil. So let's take a look here and see what's up. All right, Scorpio. Excuse me. Let's see what's in store here for you. 7 of Wands here. 8 of Pentacles kind of feels to me like you're blocking out something, like you're restricting yourself from working on something. Excuse me once again, guys. My apologies. Thank you all very much. My apologies, y'all. So you're choosing here to not work on something is definitely what it looks like to me. And whether it's a relationship, whether it's literally choosing to not like do a certain job anymore, or whether it's about choosing to not contact someone first or reach out anymore or be the first one to put in the work, you kind of got to a point, Scorpio, where it's like, I don't know, like I should limit myself from being the one to put the work in because I'm the one who always puts the work in, you know? And when it becomes a repetitive cycle of me being the only person to put the work in, how is that fair to me, right? And looking at what you're dealing with here, being the King of Swords here is a card that represents boundaries, but it's also a card here too that represents being in a period of time where you have to be really determined to make sure that things here are changing. Because looking at the outcome being the Devil card here represents a cycle, but it also represents a cycle that is not necessarily healthy. And you're saying to yourself here, Scorpio, it's not healthy for me to be the only person putting in effort. It's not healthy for me to be the only person making the first move or reaching out first. It's not healthy for me to be doing everything when you're in a situation right now that involves 2 people and it takes 2 to tango. So I think that in your next 24 hours, what's happening here for you is you're refusing to put in that effort. It's not worth me being the only person really doing something when it should be 2 people together. And I think that it's going to be something that you have to be very determined to do because you really care about whatever the situation is. You know, if it's about a person you love, you want to do everything in your power you can to work on the relationship you have with them, but you also don't want to be the only person working. And I understand that wholeheartedly. And you don't want this to become a common thing or a common cycle where you do everything for someone and somebody else doesn't do anything at all. Okay, so the devil is what you're trying to avoid here, Scorpio. I don't want this to become a cycle where I'm doing everything, you're doing nothing. Then that's going to become something that's unhealthy, right? So you're really going to start to take a step back here and see if things change. And I don't blame you, excuse me, for that at all, to be completely honest for you, because sometimes we do have to take a step back and see what changes and see if people notice. So Scorpio, we'll see where this goes. But as of right now, you're doing everything you can right now to kind of stick to the plan of pulling back. So pull back, see how it goes, and then deal with it going forward, okay? All right, Scorpio, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we did the water, we did the earth, we also did the air, jumping on into the fire, baby. Let's go ahead and have a look here at the lovely and amazing Sagittarian gang. What's up, baby? Messages here for the Saggy. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information do we got showing up here, please, for the zodiac signs of Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Team Sagittarius, we're going to go ahead and get ourselves this one last shuffle, and we'll see what's in store here for you, baby. Hopefully all is well. Sagittarian, overall energy for you is going to be the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. So you could be connecting here possibly with an earth sign for some of you. Having a look at your current energy, we do have here the Queen of Pentacles reversed. Looking at what you're dealing with, we have the Two of Swords reversed, and then looking at the outcome for you is going to be the Six of Cups in the reverse position. So let's take a look here for you and see what we got going on. All right. So Sagittarius, Ten of Pentacles reversed here, Queen of Pentacles reversed. It kind of gives me the vibe automatically that you're not really interested right now in opening yourself up in conversation in environments that aren't necessarily stable. What I mean by this, excuse me, this could be about your family, because Ten of Pentacles could be a big family card. This could be about family, but it also could be about friendship, and it could be about, love and romance too. Ten of Pentacles reversed is a lack of security, meaning you have a lack of confidence, meaning you have a lack of trust, meaning you have a lack of a truly close connection. So you don't feel truly close to some environment in your life anymore. And with that being said, why would I be so personal, or why would I make such personal investments in an environment that I don't feel close to? So I really feel like you are in recluse right now to some environment in your life that you used to be closer to. It could be that maybe you felt closer to your family in the past, but coming into the next 24 hours, you don't feel as close as you previously did. Maybe you used to feel closer to a certain friend, but at this moment in time, you don't feel as close as you used to. So you're in a space right now where you're noticing that the dynamic of certain relationships in your life are changing. Who you're closest to now is a lot different than who you used to be close to as well. Having a look here at what it is you're dealing with, you're going to be dealing with the Two of Swords in the reverse. So Two of Swords reverse here says, no matter how much I went about this, no matter how many times I felt indecisive, and no matter how many times I second-guessed myself on whether or not my environments were changing, I can now finally say, it's true, this is happening. So I think for many of you, moving into your next 24 hours here, Sag, excuse me, thank you very much, you're opening yourself up to the fact that the dynamic of people you used to be closest to are not the same people today. And that happens. Things change, friendships change, relationships change, how close we are to one another changes as time continues to go on. So as you now start to realize this, you're like, okay, it's one of those things. It's a part of life. It's a cycle of life. And with the outcome here being the Six of Cups reversed, it's going to be something that I'm going to have to accept, put it in the past, and keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Because no matter what happens, we're constantly growing as people and as individuals each and every single day. And so are the other people that are currently environments, or that are in environments with us as well. So Sag, you're changing. Your relationships here are changing. Who you were once closest to may not be who you're closest to today, but overall, that dynamic's going to constantly change throughout life. So I feel like you're getting ready here to put that in the past and kind of get clarity on maybe a relationship that you're not close to anymore. I definitely feel like for many Sages, you're coming to a place of acceptance, because it's hard sometimes to leave a relationship in the past that you were once incredibly close to, So I see many of you saying, all right, I got to make peace with this and make peace with my past and allow myself to move forward. All right. All right, Team Sagittarius, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. But real quick, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that are here right now, please give me about a minute or two. I'm going to be right back for just a sec. I want to go take some time down some water real quick since my throat's mad right now. I'm going to go get some water, probably going to blow my nose, and then I'll be right back to continue the rest of the readings, okay? So we are going to be on the last batch of zodiacs, so just give me about a minute or two. I'll be right back, and we'll carry on with the rest of the readings, okay? All right, guys, for those of you that are patient, thank you for your patience, and we will be right back. So don't go anywhere, and I'll see you guys shortly, okay?
I don't wanna fall in love. I just wanna have some fun, yeah. I don't wanna fall in love. I just wanna have some fun. I don't wanna fall in love, 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 fall in love. I don't wanna 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 fall in love. I just wanna have some fun, yeah. I don't wanna fall in love. I just wanna have some fun. I don't wanna fall in love. I just wanna have some fun, yeah. I don't wanna fall in love, 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 fall in love. I don't wanna 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 fall in love. I just wanna have some fun. Yeah. I don't wanna fall in love. I just wanna have some fun, yeah. I don't wanna fall in love. I just wanna have some fun. I don't wanna fall in love, 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 fall in love. I don't wanna 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 fall in love. I just wanna have some fun.
Alrighty, everybody, and we are back. Thank you all so much for patiently waiting. Really, really appreciate it. Now we're going on to our last batch of zodiac signs for today. So, going back on into the air signs, let's see what's going on here for Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information do we got showing up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Gemini? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Team Gemini, we're going to get this last and final shuffle, and we'll see what's up, baby. Hopefully all is well. What do we got going on here for you? Starting out here with the overall energy for you, we do have here the Three of Wands in the reverse position. So taking a look here so far, you could be connecting with a fire sign like an Aries, Sag, or Leo. Having a look at your current energy, we do have here the Five of Cups in reverse. Taking a look here at what it is you're dealing with, we do have here the Nine of Wands. And then looking at the outcome here for you is going to be, the Six of Pentacles. Okay, so let's see what's in store here for you, Gemini. Having a look here into your next 24, we have here the Three of Wands reversed, and then we have here the Five of Cups, your overall energy to your current energy in session here for you. So it kind of seems to me here that you're turning your back on something because it doesn't affect you like it used to. Five of Cups reversed, it means that healing is happening here for you. It means that you're in a position of time where you are officially moving on. You know, it's your road to healing is beginning. You're moving on. You're ready here to let go of something significant in your life. And looking at what you're dealing with here being the Nine of Wands here is a card that represents it's not easy to entirely let go. It's not easy to entirely open up and release, but looking at the outcome here being the Six of Pentacles here says, what you give is what you get. And that right there is one of the most significant statements to talk about, because what we put out into the world is what we get back. You know, so if we're in a place in time where we're waiting on somebody, all we're getting back is more waiting. If we're moving on, then we're going to move into a direction to where we can open ourselves up to something new. So Gemini, I feel like for many of you here, you kind of realize that, you know, it's like what you give is what you get. If I'm going to keep on giving myself this time to, you know, continue to stay stuck on something in my life that isn't benefiting me, all I'm going to get back is the energy of being more stuck. And that's the last thing that I want to do. So I feel like many of you are heading in the direction of starting your healing journey. I don't feel like this means Five of Cups reversed, you're 100% healed. It's more about you're getting your healing journey started, okay? You're allowing yourself here to realize it is time to move on. It is time to move into a new direction. And as tough as it's going to be, I got to be willing and ready to do it. You know, so with the outcome here being the Six of Pentacles, going back to what I made once again, that statement I made once again, what you give is what you get. If I keep holding on, if I keep on staying stuck, I'm just going to be more stuck. But if I let myself let go and I let myself be open to new opportunities, then new things in my life can manifest. All right, Team Gemini, that's what I got in store here for you. Of course, take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't, but starting this healing journey is going to be good for you, 110%. I always tell people, man, the last thing you want to do in life is be stuck. The last thing you want to do in life is be stagnant. You want to always be in motion. If the world is always constantly moving, allow yourself to move with it. Don't get left behind. All right, Gemini, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we finished up all of the beautiful air signs. All right, moving on here forward into our earth sign. Let's have a look here at the bull gang, baby. What do we got going on here for the Taurus? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. What information do we got showing up here, please, for the zodiac signs of Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours? All right, my beautiful bull gang, we're going to go ahead and get ourselves one last shuffle. I've had two flippers coming out. You had a high priestess come out, Taurus, so you could be dealing with the Pisces, but I don't want to take any flippers. I want to pull them out myself. So let's go ahead and get one more shuffle, and we'll see what we got going on. Hopefully we're looking at some pretty fantastic stuff. Taurus, overall energy here for you is going to be the Hierophant in reverse. So you could be connecting with a fellow Taurus for a few of you. Having a look here at your current energy, we do have the Six of Pentacles. Looking at what you're dealing with, we have here the Hermit. And then looking at the outcome here for you, Taurus, is going to be the Star in the reverse position. So let's see what's in store here for you. Now, you could be dealing with a Taurus, as I mentioned, potentially a Virgo, or possibly even an Aquarius. Excuse me. Thank you very much. So for your next 24 hours, Hierophant in reverse here to the Six of Pentacles. I would say for you, Taurus, it's kind of about detaching here from what others expect of you, because the Hierophant is a very big card of like the status quo. What society views you as, or what society thinks you should do, or what your parents think you should do, or what your friends think you should do. Hierophant sometimes can be really about other people's opinions, other people's judgments, and the way other people view how you should live your life. So moving into your next 24 hours, it's less about what other people expect from you and paying attention to that. It's more about, what do I want to do that's going to bring me peace? What should I do in my life that's going to bring me happiness, that's going to bring me wealth? And when I say the term wealth, I don't just mean financial wealth. I mean richness in the soul. What is it that I can do to make my life whole and complete and balanced and equal to what I want and what I deserve. So I really feel like many of you are putting yourself in your own position and you're really stepping into your own shoes, because at the end of the day, your life is only your path to walk. Nobody else can walk your path for you. So Taurian, you're really stepping into your own shoes here, and I love that for you. Having a look at what you're dealing with here, we do have here the Hermit. Hermit here is a card that represents that maybe for the longest of times, you've felt very alone because you've dealt with a lot of people here trying to tell you what to do, trying to walk in your own shoes. You've dealt with other people trying to make decisions for you or give you all these inputs. And maybe you've dealt with individuals even possibly who've had disapproval of the ways and methods you wanted to live your life. And I think that right now, you're no longer allowing yourself to be dimmed as the Hermit. You're no longer allowing yourself to be shined down instead of shined up. You're in a position of time where you're getting ready to shine bright. And you're getting ready here to not be a hermit, but you're ready to be a freaking emperor, where it's like, you know what? I'm in control of my life, and I'm going to show everybody exactly what I want to do, who I'm going to be, and what I'm going to do and how I'm going to live my life, whether they like it or not. And looking at the outcome here for you being the Star in reverse here says, I wasn't put on this planet to entertain other people and to walk in the path that they wanted for me or to align to the things they wanted me to align for. I don't care if I'm not a star in the eyes of other people, but I most importantly want to be a star in the eyes of my own. And you know what? I tell people this all the time because I feel like a lot of people in life, they always, and this isn't you, Taurus, but I'm just saying, I feel like a lot of people in life, they always look for the validation from other people. A lot of people want to be a star in the eyes of other people. But if you can be a star in the eyes of your own, then that is the most beautiful thing you can accomplish. Because if you can make yourself happy, if you can make yourself pleased, if you can love what you've decided to do and love the life you're living, you, my friend, are truly abundant. So Taurus, with that being said, I think this is about saying, man, I'm done being controlled or having other people try to control me, and I'm really going to start stepping into my own shoes. All right, my bull gang, love that for you. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we finished up all the earth, we finished up all the air, jumping on into our water signs now. Let's go ahead and have a look here at the lovely and amazing Pisces gang. What's going on, baby? Messages here for Team Pisces, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. What information do we got showing up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Pisces? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Team Pisces, we're going to get this last and final shuffle, and we'll see what we got going on for the fish, baby. Hopefully, the fish are doing well. Pisces, overall energy for you is the Queen of Cups in reverse. Now, taking a look here at your current energy, we do have here the Nine of Pentacles. Taking a look here at what it is you're dealing with, we have here the King of Cups. And then looking at your outcome here, Piscean, what do we got? And we have here the Page of Swords. Okay, Pisces. So let's take a look here and see what's going on. Excuse me. Queen of Cups reverse, Nine of Pentacles upright. I can definitely say here for you for sure, you're kind of in a space right now where you are feeling very confident with the Nine of Cups, with the Nine of Pentacles. You're feeling very confident. You're really embracing you. And I think right now with the Queen of Cups reverse showing up here for you, it's about not allowing yourself to get into a place emotionally where you overthink and you second guess yourself. It's about putting those negative thoughts aside and really embracing who you are. Sometimes the Queen of Cups, believe it or not, can be a very over-emotional type of card. It could be a card of overthinking. It could be a card of the way that we think about ourselves sometimes, we can get caught up in being so emotional that we can think negatively about ourselves. Sometimes the Queen of Wands can mention that too. So with the Queen of Wands showing up in the reverse here, you're reclaiming your power. With this being paired with the Nine of Pentacles in the next 24 hours. It's not about putting yourself down or getting so far into your head, but instead it's about embracing who you are and appreciating what you have in life. And when I look at what you're dealing with here, you tap into the King of Cups energy, which is the best energy you can have because that's being in a wonderful place and having a wonderful sense of well-being. King of Cups is about being in a great place emotionally and having a great emotional sense of well-being. So moving into your next 24 hours, I feel like for many of you, you're going to be in a place here where You're doing absolutely fantastic. I think for many of you with the Nine of Pentacles, by embracing yourselves and by being in a good position overall, and by letting those negative thoughts kind of dissolve instead of embracing those, you're setting yourself up for quite a lot of success. You know, looking at the outcome here being the Page of Swords is a card that usually represents hesitance, or it's a card here that kind of represents that you might have felt like a little afraid to show yourself to the world, but I don't think that's the case here anymore. You know, maybe in the past, Pisces, if you were listening to negative thoughts or letting negative thoughts be the ones that you embraced, maybe you would have felt a little scared to show yourself to the world, but I feel like many of you are just embracing yourselves overall. So if you've been feeling lately, Pisces, a little bit meh about yourself, or if you've been engaging in negative self-talk for a little bit, if that's been the case here for you for the past week or so, or for the past couple days, in the next 24 hours, I feel like things are going to change. You know, you're recognizing I can choose to embrace the negative thoughts, or I can choose to embrace the positive ones. I can choose to embrace the beauty of all that I truly am. And that's the most important thing. Remember, negative thoughts are simply negative thoughts. It doesn't mean they're truth. Okay? Love that for you. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So, real quick, by the way, everybody, 1 second. For those of you that are wondering, I'm not ill or anything, just throwing that out there. I'm not sick or anything. When I do these sessions, because I work a lot in a day, when I talk a lot for a very long time, it unfortunately does wear and tear on you. So, you know, this is a job that I've been doing for almost 5 years now. I do a lot of work. I do a lot of work with my voice, but also with having allergies like yearly and year round, and not much that I can do about that. It's a messy situation. You know, I have to deal with, like, it's going to be gross, guys. I'm sorry. Warning. But I have to deal with constant phlegm. I have to deal with like constant fucking boogers and meh and gross stuff. So that's why I'm coughing right now. Also, on top of talking so much and overworking your voice so much, it can make it really difficult sometimes, and your throat can get super irritated. And yes, I do drink a lot of water, guys. I downed this whole bottle before I got back from my break that I took. So with that being said, I do the things necessary to take care of myself. But regardless, you know, in general, just with how my body is, you know, talking a lot for long durations can take a very big strain on my body. So I'm not ill or anything like that. I'm A-okay. But it's just one of those things that happens. So thank you guys nonetheless. Appreciate your concern, but I'm good. Okay. All right, everybody. So we finished up all the water. We did all of the air. We did all the earth. Hopping on in now to the last but not least zodiac sign for today. Let's have a look here at the Aries. What do we got going on, baby? So what's showing up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Aries, baby? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information do we got showing up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Aries? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Team Aries. We're going to get this last and final shuffle, and we'll see what we got going on, baby. Hopefully all is well. What do we got in store here for you? Aries, taking a look here at the overall energy for you. We start out here with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So you could be connecting here potentially with a fixed sign like an Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio, or possibly a Leo. Having a look at your current energy, we do have here the Ten of Swords in reverse. Looking at what you're dealing with, we have here the Two of Wands in reverse. And then looking at the outcome here for you is going to be the King of Cups in the reverse position. So let's see what's going on here for you. As far as what I see here for you, Wheel of Fortune reversed here, Ten of Swords reversed. You're kind of in a place right now where something's not yet finished. I don't feel like a cycle has come to completion yet, but I also don't feel like it's turning in your favor. So something isn't over in your life, but you're not happy with the way it's panning out, is what I feel for you, Aries. So something isn't ending, but you're not happy with how it's going. Having a look at what you're dealing with here being the Two of Wands reversed. Two of Wands reversed here says, I don't know what I can do about the situation to fix it or improve it. So maybe right now you're dealing with a situation in love. Maybe you're dealing with a situation with your friends, but overall the situation's a little rocky and you're like, I don't know what to do about it. It's not like it's over. I want things to be smoothened out. I want things to be positive. I want it to all be happy, but it doesn't seem that way. And I don't know what the heck to do. So you're in a weird space right now. You're unaware of what to do and how to fix and mend the situation. And with the outcome here being the King of Cups reversed, you know, especially where you're coming from right now on an emotional level, you're feeling a little bit out of balance here too. So here's my best advice to any Aries right now that is dealing with a situation they have no control over. Most of you, it's probably going to have to do with some relationship you have in your life, whether it's romantic or not. When we get in weird places where whatever relationship we have isn't necessarily over, but it's a little bit, up and down and rocky and bumpy. I know that we want to be able to fix things. I know we want to be able to smoothen things out. I know that sometimes relationships can get rough and we want nothing more than for the relationship to go in the absolute right direction. But that's a part of life, and relationships that truly matter, relationships you're truly invested in, and those people are invested in you, you'll get through the rough times. Remember, there's never been a single relationship that has truly grown if there hasn't been any rough times. In any relationship we have, romantic or not, we're always going to have times where we clash and butt heads and where things get weird or where things get rough. It's going to happen in every relationship we have within our lives. And for the relationships that count are the ones that make it through the hard times. So I think that's something to remember here for any Aries right now that might be upset with the way that a certain relationship is going in their lives. If you're upset about it, it's totally understandable. But if that relationship goes through what it needs to, and the two of you come out A-okay, then remember, you made it through one difficult time, and there's many more difficult times that are going to arise in life, but so long as you always make it back to each other and you recognize the premise of the relationship is that we love and care about each other, then that's a relationship that's valuable and worth keeping. But if you're dealing with somebody here who can't get through a single kerfuffle, who can't get through a single fight, who can't get through a rocky or hard time with you, and they choose to quit right then and there, that's a sign from the universe, Aries. No matter how much it hurts, that's a sign from the universe that that person's not for you, that relationship's not for you. Because it's about making it through the hard times. It's not about the hard times, it's about making it through and still being there for one another and loving one another. Point blank, period. And if you're connecting with somebody who's like, well, I can't do this, and they give up and they quit, then the universe right there, even if it hurts, showed you this isn't for you, and I have something so much better in store for you in your future. All right? All right, Aries, you got this, okay? Trust me, even if this does go in the direction where things end, at least it'll show you that it wasn't truly for you, and there's better relationships in store for you here in your future, okay? All right, guys, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we finished up the daily reading here today for everybody. Let's go ahead and keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward, guys. Thank you all so much for coming out to the daily reading. I really appreciate it. Hope you all enjoyed it. If it resonates, please do let me know down in the comments down below. Shout out to the people that come out Monday through Friday. Thank you for your love, everybody. Thank you for your support. All of you are super duper appreciated. Just wanted to say, for everybody who's in here, thank you guys so much for that. If you can drop a like, that'd be awesome. Of course, if you're new here and you fuck with the channel and you fuck with the vibes, come on down and subscribe, baby. If you're new here, do consider subscribing. It would be gratefully appreciated. I'm not sure if anybody sent in donations today, but if you happen to donate today, thank you so much. Really appreciate your generosity, and thank you for that. For everybody who joined the members today, thank you guys for that as well. So shout out to my members, appreciate you. Of course, shout out to everybody watching, appreciate the heck out of you too. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell, y'all. If you don't want to miss when I upload or go live, feel free to do that too. And lastly, there was something I was going to mention. Yes, shout out, of course, to my moderator gang. Want to say a special thank you. Zia, you were on point today, dude, with the reminders of what's coming up next. I did have I had a good memory today about what signs were coming up, but you were on point, Zia, with what sign or what element's going next. Really appreciated that. That was a big help. But of course, to every moderator, Julia, Pisces, love, everybody, you guys do such a fantastic job. So thank you to my moderator gang for your love and support, and thank you for doing such an awesome job. I really, really appreciate the heck out of you. Okay? All right, everybody, I love you all so much. Have a lovely and awesome rest of your hump day, and I will catch everybody in the next video. Much love to everybody, and have yourselves a great rest of your day. Take care, guys, and have yourselves a good one. Peace. Later, y'all.